Don't underestimate that if you're with the wrong person, you can suffer very serious injuries. Injuries that can change the course and destination of your life. Something that you don't want to have happen. Something that can happen in the negative. For me, it was this injury here where I was kiteboarding and I come in. I knew something wasn't right. My thinking wasn't right. I'd had a situation with the woman I was married to, freshly married to, where she just didn't turn up. She just went negligent. She started to go negligent on the relationship. Strange things started to happen. In this case, we're going to go for a walk down here at the waterfront, Gosford. She just didn't turn up. Coincidentally, I had no mobile phone. I was unable to find out where she was. I was meeting somebody to get a new phone at 11 o'clock that day. The walk was for 9:30. She never showed up. Consequently, the anxiety and confusion that caused, I was reprehensible. And so as I was arriving home, because I was on foot, she was coming out of the street. And I said, "Where were you? Where were you?" "Oh, I went and bought a dress, but we were supposed to go for a walk." And it was just a blank. It was just like, and I started to think, who is this person? Who is this person that I'm dealing with? What on earth have I got myself into? Because these little, well, to me they were big things, but obviously there was a lack of consciousness somewhere. These big matters were starting to come up. The covert sinfulness, the covert immaturity. I never knew anything about narcissism at that point. Let's say covert narcissism, which is, to me, the more I learn about it, is a word that talks about the disintegrative behavior of somebody in a relationship or otherwise, where they just their value disintegrates and you become an object of abuse. Well, in this case, the mask was slipping off this woman in more ways than one. It's like they stay in the relationship out of sufferance rather than out of the power and energy that it's producing. They use the power and the energy that you put into the relationship in the wrong directions. It's not for the benefit of the relationship through their behavior. It goes into the wrong places, into the wrong things, and the relationship becomes askew, becomes dysfunctional, and of course accidents happen. I went kiteboarding. I wasn't out there very long. It was a bit gusty. I'd done a few jumps on the water and decided, no, I need to go in. So I come in. My thinking wasn't straight. My precision was off. I just did not feel right. My mind wasn't right. My skill wasn't right. I was off. I wasn't right. And when I come in, I got caught in a gust and had a very serious accident where I broke my arm, shattered my ankle, was taken away in an ambulance, and so on and so forth. So on and so forth. I'm now heading up to 5 years since the accident. I'm over 4.5 years in, and I've suffered this injury being a sportsman. I've suffered these injuries for nearly 5 years now, all because of a negligent, covert, narcissistic female. And you would never in a million years pick this woman as being able to produce this kind of injury, be able to, by way of negligence and behavior, be able to cause somebody to have an accident, but they do. Because you lose your precision, you lose your skill construct, you lose it in your thinking, you lose it in your mind to body coordination. No, come here please, quick. No, I said, Hank. Hank, come here. Come here. We've got a garbage truck and he's about to run over there. Sit. Stay. Come. Come on. Well, that could have been. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So he did what he was told. You lose your skill, construct, mind to body coordination, etc. And consequently I had a very serious accident that I couldn't undo. Now, I was in hospital for well over a month. They were going to remove my foot at the ankle. They came in and said, we're going to take your foot off. The next day I had a new doctor on the board, and I thought, what's going on here? He decided, no, you won't be taking that foot off, we'll try and save it. Well, they did the best that they could with what they had to work with. And now I still walk and I still enjoy sport. But my point is, these people that go negligent within a relationship and they haven't presented that they're negligent at the start really throw you out. They really throw you off. It really is confusing. It really causes trouble. Psychological and physical trouble. And if you're a racing car driver or a boxer or something of this nature, some kind of serious sport where your life, well, kiteboarding is one of those serious sports. People die regularly with kiteboarding, and I could have died as well. Thank God his hand was upon me and let me off. He let me off because I was gone. The wind had me. It was only by the grace of God that I didn't die, and that's my point. You can die. These people that go negligent, they bring issues into the relationship that they hide, and then they surface. You can die. You can have a catastrophic event and not return from that event. And that's my point. You have to be aware that people are covert, in their lack of character and lack of value towards the relationship. They will hide their flaws, and they'll do it brilliantly. They will hide the darkness that is lurking within them, and when they're ready, something triggers it, and the next thing you've got to try and work out how you're navigating it. A lot of people don't even know, like myself, what was exactly happening. I knew something was seriously wrong. I knew something was going on that I wasn't going to be able to put up with. But when you're married, it really, really sucks, because now you're dealing with this person that ain't going to make it. You just know this person is not going to make it. And so you try and confront the issue and whatnot, and that causes more stress, more trouble, and everything just starts to go downhill. Add enmesh children to that and other things, interfering children and things like this, and you got no chance. That cost me a lot, personally, physically, financially, mentally. Cost me in a way in which I can't turn it around. You have to be aware of the people you're dealing with, and you have to take the right action, and if they don't respond, you have to separate from them.